I think I just saw the color theory in action. Okay, look at my skin tone right now. And I went to put this up to see if I'd look better. Oh my gosh. What? Like, am I crazy or is this actually... This is like the biggest difference. Like, my face looks white. My eyes aren't bright at all. And like here. Am I delusional or is this... Are you guys seeing this? I don't think I can ever wear cool tones again. Oh my gosh. This is actually... Wow. Oh my god. Sorry, but I just put this up because I brought this to also take some TikToks in. And I put it up. I'm just like, oh, like, let me see, like, what, like, my face looks better in or whatever. And I saw it, like, change before my eyes. That is crazy.
Let's level up your apparel. Your apparel, your style, what you wear is one of the 8 things that you can improve upon to make you attractive as alongside your face, your body and posture, your beliefs, your hair, your charisma and energy, your scent, and your hygiene. Each of these things I've created individual videos for to dive deeper into these factors that'll make you more attractive. So if you haven't seen them, make sure to click the playlist in the description next to the purple heart and pinned at the top of the comment section for you to binge. Now let's get into the power of your apparel. Your clothes are an extension of who you are. It can really set and create the tone on how people see you and treat you. And it can often create the tone on how you feel about yourself. It's really easy to feel like crap when you look like crap. And it's even easier to feel like a goddess when you look like a goddess. And I want to share a few clips diving into how.
Dressing well is not just an aesthetic choice, it's a strategic one. I made the decision this year to always look my best, whether I'm going to the grocery store or a gala. Because upon moving to New York City, a city where the idea of perception being reality is super prevalent, I realized very quickly how impactful it is to dress well. There is actual psychological evidence that the way that you dress affects the way people hear what you say. It determines whether people listen to you or ignore you, or whether they trust what you say or not. I'm sure you guys have heard of the Marilyn Monroe effect, the concept of the nonverbal communication of confidence and turning yourself on and off. Well, in the same way, the way that you dress is a form of nonverbal communication. Dressing well tells people that you're disciplined, put together, confident, even if you're not. That is what you exude when you're dressed well. And the people, opportunities, and experiences that present themselves as a result of that, guys, like, take it from me, they cannot be overstated. There is an irrefutable relationship between external presentation and internal perception. And if you're not using this to your advantage by now, what are you doing? Your clothes are literally a catalyst, not only for professional success, but for a beautiful life in general.
I made an easy guide to color analysis and I'm ready to share it with you. Let's go. I personally was certified and use the 12 color system. When it comes to color analysis, the first thing that you need to do is evaluate yourself. And the first thing you need to figure out for color analysis is what your undertone is, because here the winter and summers are cool undertoned and the autumn and springs are warm undertoned. Now here on the bottom, the autumn and summers are muted and the winter and springs are higher contrast. It can be easiest to figure out your undertone and then figure out whether or not you are high or low contrast. For most color analysts, we do those in that order, but I found for some people it's a little easier to tell whether you're high contrast before it's easier to tell if you are warm or cool. Now, if you haven't seen my videos before, I want you to kind of take a guess based on what I look like right now, whether I have high contrast or low contrast. And then I also want you to guess if you think I have warm or cool undertones. I'm gonna give you a couple seconds. Okay, so if you guessed that I had medium to low contrast, you would be correct, and I am a warm neutral undertone. Now, when I say warm neutral, that's gonna be these types of seasons who are bordering the opposite undertone. So based on those two descriptors, I now know that I would fall under autumn, which is a muted and warm toned season. From there is when we start jumping into figuring out which of the three you fall under. If just looking at this and kind of trying to guess is not making it any easier, try to look up some of these palettes online. Googling something like winter color season or autumn color season and look up those palettes and see if any of those colors just really stand out to you as something you would never wear. Or maybe the colors that you often hear people say, you look so good in that color. Doing this is not as effective because we do have a lot of bias towards colors, but I do find that there are some seasons that people immediately recognize based on the palettes that they are not part of. For example, I knew that I was more than likely not a spring because there were too many pastels and bright colors that I would just never, ever, ever pick up. And once you have your season, it's time to narrow it down, so go to part 2.
Sis, it's not that you don't know how to dress, you just don't know basic color theory. Let me show you. An analogous look is pairing together colors next to each other on the color wheel. A complementary look is pairing colors across from each other on the color wheel. And a monochromatic or tonal outfit is hues of the same color. And items in the black and white family go with anything. Now that you know basic color theory, go get dressed.
Here's a quick tutorial on how to perform color analysis and figuring out what your season is. These are the 4 different seasons. There's spring, summer, autumn, and winter. If you are a summer or winter season, that means you are cool toned. And if you are spring or autumn, that means you are warm toned. The easiest way to figure out if you're cool tone or warm tone is by simply trying on gold or silver jewelry and seeing which one fits your skin tone better. If you look better with silver jewelry, that means that you are cool tone. So that means you're either a summer or winter. And if you look better with gold jewelry, that means that you are spring or autumn. Another easy hack is just to look at your veins. If your veins are more green, that typically means that you're more warm toned. And if your veins are blue, that typically means that you are more cool toned. Some people can be neutral, like me. I do have both green and blue veins. However, I just lean a little bit more to cool toned. If you're a winter or autumn, that means that darker, more vibrant colors suit you better, versus if you're a summer or spring, lighter or more muted colors suit your skin tone better. To provide further example, this is Emily Blunt and Lucy Liu. Emily Blunt is a true summer, so you can see that other pink right over there in the true winter is a little too vibrant for her skin, as opposed for Lucy Liu, it helps to brighten up her skin and doesn't overpower her, while the muted pink kind of washes out her features a little bit more. And for people who are more warm toned, you can see for Jamie that this true spring is a little too bright for her, while the muted colors help to really bring out her features really well. And contrastingly, you can see for Deepika, I don't know if I'm pronouncing her name right, you can see the true spring colors help to bring out her skin, make her look more bright, while the muted color kind of washes out her features more. Figuring out your undertones is a lot of trial and error, but once you are able to figure out, you'll be able to figure out which hair color or makeup styles, or even which color of clothes suit your skin tone the best. This is a really quick video, so I wasn't able to cover everything, but if you have any questions, please let me know.
I'm a color analyst, and let's see if this filter really works to find out your undertone. First of all, bring this filter to the left side of your face and bring it down under your chin area. If you've been following me, you might already know my undertone. Even though I have cool undertone, you can see the cool tone looks a little bit too pinkish on me. It's because I have yellow overtone. But I'm really happy that they made olive tone shade. Despite that there are a lot of people who have olive overtone, there are not many products on the market. Olive tone is actually quite common when you have cool undertone and a slightly warm overtone with extra melanin on the top. What I also really like about this filter, you can check your eye color with this filter, and it can be very helpful to find out your eyeliner and eyebrow shade colors. My overtone is in between cool and neutral tone, so none of the products match with me, but definitely for olive skin tone, worth to check out.
So did you know that fabrics have different frequencies? Because I was like yesterday years old when I found out about this, but apparently in the early 2000s, there was a lady named Heidi Yellen, and she did a study where she bounced a particle of energy, like a photon, off of different fabrics and measured the wave that comes back when you bounce energy off different fabrics, okay? And so she measured the wavelength in like megahertz or whatever. And what she found was that there are some that are very low on the list. So basically anything rayon that's made out of wood pulp that's been heavily chemicalized to make it soft. Polyester that's made out of plastics, yeah. Silk, which we all know where silk comes from. It's not very pretty, but beautiful fabric. But all these numbers represent low frequency wavelengths that are bouncing back, right? Cotton is between 70 and 100, depending on how organic it is, which is interesting. The human body, if you bounce a particle off the human body, it's between 68 and 72. So cotton is almost the exact frequency of the human body, which is interesting. But here's where it gets crazy, folks. Look at this. Linen and wool are high frequency fabrics. They both have 5,000 megahertz frequency. So when you bounce an energy particle off of it, it shoots back at you at a high speed or high rate, right? But you know how a wave is like up and down, up and down? Their waves are exact opposites of each other. So as linen is going up, wool is going down, basically. And then they cross, and as wool is going up, linen's going down. And so if you wear them together, they cancel each other out completely. And this person's saying maybe that's why ancient texts talk about not wearing wool and linen together. And so I found this out, and I was thinking about it, and I was like, man, wouldn't it be funny if those like special undergarments that Mormons wear are made of linen? Would you look at that? Would you look at that? It's all come together. I feel like I'm cracking the code, y'all. And guess what? This is wool. Ain't no linen under there either. And if you didn't know, linen is made from a beautiful plant called flax. And they've also done this study now on hemp fabric, and hemp fabric is 400 in its wave. So there you go. Now you know. Fancy little frequency fabrics. Love y'all.
Before we continue this video, I have to give a shout out to my ebook, The Enchanted Keys to Leveling Up, that inspired this series. My pyramid of attraction comes from this ebook. And if you're loving this video, if you're loving this series, if you're on your level up journey, you need this book because it goes into every way that you can level up, not just yourself, but your life. Something I noticed when it comes to our leveling up journey is you never know what you don't know, unless by some chance you're introduced to it or you hire someone to teach you those things. As a certified life coach that's transitioning into becoming a certified herbalist, a professional healer, it is my mission to find anything and everything that can help increase the quality of our lives as women. As I'm discovering these things, I'm adding it to my Enchanted Keys to Leveling Up ebook, and that's the reason why it's an ebook right now, because I don't want to finalize it yet because I'm still learning and discovering a lot of things. So far I have 31 things that I put inside of this book, and I'm just adding more and more onto it. As I'm writing this book, I've actually realized there's 9 things to my pyramid of attraction. So there's going to be a bonus video to this series that I'm going to be uploading soon for you. And this series is just 9 out of the 31 ways, and I've just discovered like 5 more ways, so I gotta revise the book. So as I'm revising it, I'm updating and sharing the revisions with my Patreon members, as well as holding a space for us to discuss these topics and work on leveling up ourselves together. So if you'd like access to this ebook before it's published and finalized, if you'd like access to this information, if you're in need of a supportive community on your level up journey, because it can get lonely, then click the link in my description and join my Patreon. Join my Goddess Circle. Both of my 2 tiers, you'll have access to my ebook and all the revisions. You'll have access to all my class replays. You'll have access to my exclusive content. But the Goddess Circle is what you want to join if you want that support. And I'm aiming to do multiple calls a month starting 2025. So join now if you really need that support and you're struggling with paying the full price of joining my Goddess Circle. Send me a message on a contact section of my website and just let me know and we can work something out. I want everyone to have access to the circle because everyone deserves access to support. And in this level up journey, in most cases, you lose support and it can feel really lonely. Community is so powerful. Being in a community that aligns with you and your values is what will make you unstoppable. Click the link in my description next to the red heart to join, and click the link next to the green heart where my website is linked if you want to send me a custom message about a pricing arrangement that works for you, so you can join in on this Goddess Circle that'll push you to embody your inner goddess more. Now let's get back into the video.
I'm going to show you 2 ways to up-level your wardrobe so that you can be high vibrational and the energetic badass that you are. Watch this. See if you can spot what I'm about to show you. I'm standing in front of a window, natural light, no other light sources. Color has vibration. I'm going to show you 2 things. One is good, one is not so good. Watch what happens. It's very subtle. Watching for my face to get a little older, tireder, more... Did you catch it? I'm a warm tone. So one of these is going to be a little more lively and bright in my face. You want to know this for your face. You want to be able to stand and check it. See? Oh. Part 2, fabric has a frequency that can be measured in megahertz. The most high vibrational fabrics are wool and linen. Organic cotton vibrates at about 110 megahertz. Wool and linen vibrate at 5,000 megahertz. So those are the most high vibrational fabrics. Polyester, rayon are way down much lower on the scale. Those 2 things, know your color, know the good ones, and then wear something that's high vibrational. There you go. Love you.
People are judging you the moment that you leave the house, not on whether or not you look good or bad, but on whether or not you fit into their life. That is a judgment we all make. Investing in your appearance is investing in your social capital. And in this video, I'm going to explain why as a part-time fashion stylist. Fashion is not just style, okay? Fashion is a language. It is an unspoken language. Before you even open your mouth, people are making judgments about the way that you present yourself. And no, they're not saying, oh, this person looks bad, this person looks good. Not that type of judgment. They are deciding whether or not you are the type of person that fits into their life based off of your appearance, based off of your knowledge of certain brands and certain designers. I know what you're thinking. You're thinking, oh, I have to buy designers. No. It's very easy to go on the front page of Louis Vuitton. It's very easy to go on the front page of Gucci. It's very easy to go on the front page of Chanel and just pick things out. But if you are the type of person who is very deliberate about what you like and picking what you like, specifically you, from these brands, it exudes a level of knowledge above the masses. I have only been working in fashion for about 3 or 4 months, but I can tell you that this is a very real thing because I've seen it with my own eyes. People can reference items from designers by the year that it hit the runway. So to some of you, appearance is like, I don't really need to worry about that, or I can leave the house looking anyway. But the way that you leave your house communicates something to people.
This is the key to dressing well. You inhale fashion, you exhale style. You take what the trendcasters give you and you put your own stank on it.
Right. Right? Clothing is a language.
Talk about it, bro.
You throw on a suit, you feel different.
Man, bro.
The confidence is different. And not only that, but the way that people receive you is different. I've always been told, dress how you want to be addressed.
Damn.
Dress how you want to be addressed. So my whole thing is like, if you want to be addressed like a rapper,
dress like a rapper.
If you want to be addressed like a businessman, you dress like a businessman.
Carry yourself like a businessman. Another aspect that comes with dressing well that I think people don't realize is it requires a different version of you that's outside of your comfort zone. It's like when I'm in a suit, right? I notice whenever I'm in a suit, I'm more aware of the words I'm saying. Like I'm more aware to not just be saying nigga, motherfucker, shit. Cause I'm like, that don't match.
Right.
My representation, my attire, what I got on right now.
Right.
So it requires me to be the best version of myself. Now I need to speak eloquently.
Wow.
I need to act eloquently.
That's so true. That's so true. That's so true because every new level requires a different version of you. The way you're dressing at this stage, right, is a representation of another level that you've hit. And this is a conversation that a lot of people don't like to have because everybody wants to be a real nigga. You know what I'm saying? Even that mentality, I think, is a poverty mentality.
It is, and it's a shackling mentality.
Right. Why can't I be authentic with a suit on?
Exactly.
Why can't I be a real one with a suit on?
Why can't I be a real one if I'm not using foul language?
Right.
You need to start dressing yourself up every single day. Dress up every single day and see how your life changes. Not because you look prettier, which I acknowledge that looking better also gets you treated better, but you are going to put out a different kind of energy when you are someone that looks in the mirror and you're like, wow, I actually like how I look today. You're going to carry yourself with more confidence and people are going to bounce off your energy. They're going to be like, wow, like she's super confident today. This girl's super positive. Like I want to be around her. I don't know what it is about her. It's the fact that you woke up today and you decided, I'm not going to just roll out of bed and, you know, put my hair up and whatever. No, I'm going to make sure I'm in a comfortable outfit. I'm in an outfit I like, that I like. It's not important that everyone has to like it. That's not the point of my video. You have to be comfortable with what you look like. You have to feel comfortable in your own skin. You have to look in the mirror and think, wow, I look good today. I like the way my hair is done. I like the way my bag doesn't clash with my outfit. I like the way that I'm wearing shoes that I like, but they're not uncomfortable. That's what I'm talking about. See how the world opens up for you just because you decided to take 10-15 minutes in the morning to make yourself look more presentable than you did the day before.
I have to add, if you are on your journey with embodying your inner goddess more, honoring your body, honoring yourself isn't just when you step outside, isn't just when you leave your home and when you're going out. What'll make an even bigger impact on you feeling like a goddess is who you are behind closed doors, how you dress behind closed doors, how you take care of yourself behind closed doors. Are you ashy behind closed doors? Are you smelly behind closed doors? Do you have holes in your clothes behind closed doors? And I'm not judging if you do, but if you're telling yourself this isn't presentable for me to show in front of people, for me to go out and be like, then why would you present yourself to yourself like that? Throw away the holy clothes, throw away the clothes with stains. If they can't get removed with stain remover, I'm gonna actually link. This stuff is really good. If this doesn't work, I'm going to link it down in the description for your stains. But if it's a stain that's been there for a while, it might not work. Throw it away. You know, better yet, don't throw it away. If you can, repurpose it. Maybe save it to turn into a little project. Invest in clothes that really make you feel good in your home. Clothes that don't just feel comfortable, but also is something that you could leave the house in. Because if you're like, you might not be consciously thinking this, but subconsciously, if you're like, this isn't presentable for the world to see, this is raggedy, why would you want to feel raggedy when you're home? Deep down you feel raggedy wearing these clothes, period. So throw them in the trash. Looking good and feeling good inspires and attracts more good into your life. Dialing yourself up in the beginning of your day, spraying on a little bit of perfume, you know, feeling good, even if you're not leaving the house, will inspire you to be more productive in the house, will inspire you to maybe want to leave the house because you look so damn good. Might as well go and do something. And who knows, you might just meet Mr. Right because you are feeling right. It'll inspire you to create art because you are art. And that's not me saying that if you don't doll yourself up, if you don't dress yourself up, you're not art in itself. Like, let's be BFFR. Like, let's be for real. You're gonna feel more like art, feeling your best, dressing your best, versus doing the least. And just like not caring what's on your body and if there's stains or holes. This is an effortless way. Well, it does take some effort, but this is a great way to raise your vibration. That will become effortless once you make it into a habit of just paying attention to what you put on your body, honoring your body through being intentional with what you're wearing outside of a house and inside the home. Some of my fashion rules that I have that I want to share with you. Go towards your fashion curiosities. It may just be leading you to your dream aesthetic that you don't even know exists. And once you do find it, if you do find a word or an aesthetic that aligns with the pattern of what you're gravitating towards, it'll make shopping so much easier and fun because now that you have a name for it, the world is your oyster. Like when I discovered the word whimsy golf, clothing wise, once I typed it into Pinterest, after seeing it in like a hashtag of a lot of the clothes that I was pinning, I was like, okay. It just opened Pandora's box of like different outfits. And now it's not just a matter of, oh, I like that. It's like, I have this word to describe it and now I can find all the things that are just like it. So now I can go into any website and type up whimsy goth. I also gravitate to the coquette aesthetic, earthy vibes. I find it funny because both of the aesthetics that I gravitate to are polar opposites. On one end, I'm like very like princessy, coquette, like girly style. Even Aphrodite vibes, very much Aphrodite vibes with the seashells and the blue and everything. Then on the other end, it's very whimsy, goth, witchy, femme fatale, dark feminine, Lilith, mystic, siren type of aesthetic. And it's just good to have a name for it. Like, of course, I'm not going to confine myself to those two boxes, but usually whatever I am in love with wearing can fall under one of those two boxes, what I've noticed about myself. So it's fun discovering those things, those little patterns. Even once you feel like I found my aesthetic, never feel like you can't like go and like venture off into another aesthetic. You can't venture off into another way of styling. Like if something is calling you, if you're like, ooh, I want to see how that looks on me, you know, I want to get this, but that's not my aesthetic, go for it. Don't limit yourself to just an aesthetic. Go and see how you look at it. It might just be time for a shift. It might just be time for a change. Change could be just the thing that'll make you just oof, they'll just give you that oof to take on the world. So never limit yourself. And not even just with apparel, I say the same thing when it comes to hair, and that's actually going to be my next video. Don't limit yourself with anything. All of the things in my series, really explore yourself with. And I'm going to leave the playlist of the series pinned at the top of the comments and in the description for you. This video is just one of the 8 ways on how you can become attractive as Another fashion rule of mine is know the occasion. I am a strong advocate on you should be able to wear whatever the hell you want, and if someone has a problem with it, then they can look the other way, unless it's like you're naked and you're like, you know. But it depends on the occasion. Always keep the occasion in mind on how you're presenting yourself. And that's something I didn't understand when I was younger. I would be like, oh, well, you know, I can wear this and, you know, like it looks good on me and I'm old enough to wear it and like ain't nobody can tell me nothing, and anyone who's trying to like, you know, point it out is just judging me. Like it is what it is. But no, like some places it's really important to consider the occasion of where you're going and how everyone else will be dressed, so you're not standing out negatively and bringing negative attention to yourself because you didn't consider the occasion. And if you want to ignore the occasion and dress how you want, just prepare to be standing out. And sometimes that is the goal. Sometimes the goal is to stand out. But in certain environments, you don't want to. Some environments, you want to blend in with the crowd. And in those cases, it's not just about you and what you want to wear. It's also about like, where are we going? How is everyone else dressing? So like, you know. Another fashion rule of mine, which I shared a few times on this channel, is know what looks best on you. Know what colors look best on you. Know what cuts look best on you. Like what type of shirt cuts flatter you the best. What type of pants flatter you the best. You could be wearing pants that are like the least flattering type of cut of pants that make you the most uncomfortable. And you would not know that until you figure it out. Till you've actually looked to see like what flatters your body. What flatters your shape and your heights. And once you learn these things, once you learn what cuts, what clothes, even fabrics complement you the best, it'll make shopping easier for you because you know exactly what you're looking for. You can buy things online confidently, knowing that you're going to love it before you even put it on, just by the color, the cuts, the fabric, the fit, the stretch, and everything. And when it comes to what colors look best on you, that may change based on your hair color. So if you're someone that likes to change your hair a lot, pay attention, document what colors look best on you, what the certain hair colors that you rotate between. Hire someone to sit you down in a chair and really put the colors to your face and really dissect the exact shades that look immaculate on you, if you can. If you can't hire someone, I actually did a video going deeper into how to tell what type of color palette you may have. That's linked down below for you in the description next to the green heart. And my last fashion rule, at least for now, pay attention to what feels best for you. Like what clothes do you tend to gravitate more than others? What shirt do you want to wear more than once a week? What pair of pants do you find yourself wanting to wear more than the other pair of pants? What dress do you always tend to grab when you're going out? Look at the back of the tag. If there's a tag there, look at the back of the tag. Really try to repeat those pieces that you can't get enough of. And you can curate a closet where everything in it is your favorite thing to wear. Is what you're comfortable in, but at the same time you also look immaculate in. You might notice a pattern with the fabrics. Really pay attention to what fabrics feel the best on you. This also makes styling so easy because you already know that you love this piece. So if you can find it in different colors, if you can look into the brand and see if they have different varieties of what you're already loving, so much so that you want to wear it multiple times a week, like F all these other clothes, like I just want to wear that. If you like this video, make sure to subscribe and click the post notification button so you don't miss out of the next 2 videos in my series on how to become attractive as Again, all the other videos in this series are linked down below as well. Share with me in the comments if you feel aligned with any specific aesthetics. I love looking into different styles and ways of expression. Maybe I just might find one that describes me. I know whimsy golf can be described in different ways. There's definitely going to be some different words that describe your aesthetic. So check the comments. Even if you don't have a specific aesthetic, you may just find the word that does resonate to the type of things that you like. So then you can go and find them easier. I'll see you in the next video.